Sir, I practice enough. Sir, I do practice. Sir, I am in touch of English. Sir, as you have said, and as I have heard from many teachers that do practice regularly, on the basis of that, I'm not able to make out the result. I'm not able to speak. After being into the practice for a lot of time and everyday consistent practice, but still, sir, I'm not able to. I feel hesitation when I speak. I feel shy when I speak with others. So which are the reasons behind that? I'm not still fluent speaker. I'm not able to converse well. So all the questions and the queries we are going to discuss today. You are watching Wisdom with Anthony. So today my topic is a little bit different, as you have seen on a thumbnail. That is, I practice but I'm not able to speak. Don't you think so? It seems to be weird. I practice but still I don't get the result. I eat, but I don't satisfy. I drink water, but still I'm not able to quench my thirst. Hold on. There is something lacking. Maybe the pattern that you have been following not up to mark. First reason. Maybe the practice that you have been doing may be inadequate. Or there can be various reasons as well that we will be discussing further. What is the reason behind that you are practicing but still you are not getting the result? It is same like a cricketer, the one who plays cricket. He says that he practices in the nets but he is not able to bat well when it comes in match. It looks and it seems weird and awkward to the ears. Sir, I study but I am not able to get the marks. Sir, I do particular things but I am not able to speak. Sir, I behave in the way, but still I am not able to make it out. Sir, I am not still a confident speaker in this 2025. I have been practicing, sir, for 2 years. I have been in touch of, I immerse myself totally in English. I make my brain to think in English, sir, but still the results are not there. My dear, hold on. We are on the wrong track. We are still to find out the right track. What I mean to see, pay your ears. Maybe the practice that you have been doing is not according to the requirement of yours that you want the result. I mean to say your efforts and the results should match. If your result is something else and the results and efforts is something else, the result cannot be achieved. All in all, I mean to say, your result is that and your efforts are these, it will always be a mismatch. To make it a compatible one, what you need to understand, what you need to learn, that you need to practice according to your need. Maybe suppose somebody goes to doctor. And they go to doctor, somebody goes to doctor and he or she goes and he asks for some medicine, maybe a medicine for stomach ache. But the doctor gives the medicine of something else. It may work. You can say, sir, it might work 1% or 2%. Or if you go to one doctor, if he gives you the proper medicine, sometimes that also doesn't work. Are you getting me? So you need to change the medicine. You need to understand this. So you need to change the pattern. You need to change the way that you have been learning, or you are, I don't know how you are practicing. I will be letting you know some correct ways to practice English. If you practice like that, you are gonna speak fluent English within short span of time. The very first I have for you, when you practice, is it the way that you should? Ask yourself. I'm not asking. You should ask yourself and answer yourself. The way that you practice, does it match your result? Let me tell you now some ways to correct practice or to practice correctly. First of all, whenever you are alone, give 10 minutes to speaking. Sir, what did you say? Let me let you know again. When you are alone, take a topic. It can be in any tense, present, past or future, no problem. That doesn't make a difference. Better if you start with present tense, because that is the tense, that's a gift, right? Present, no? Speak on that. Then you start in past, something, event, or anything that took place or anything that happened that you can discuss with yourself into the mirror. Because when you look into the mirror, it gives you little confidence. You speak to the person there who always stand by you, that is you yourself. Yes, nobody can support you except yourself. I hope you are getting what I mean to say. Second, the way of practice, you can find someone, and most of the times if you do not have somebody, no need to feel down. Okay, that's okay. Even I too did not have anyone to practice with, so I used to practice alone. I used to play roles. Suppose here I will become a customer, here I will speak as a seller, so that you can improvise. See, I found my ways. You need to learn that how you can change your ways in order to get the result. I used to practice that way because I wanted to have the result. Now you need to find out which are the ways that you can have the result. The result comes 101% when you are in terms of practice. Let me make you very clear. Result will be there. You can't say that, sir, I'm not able to speak. Even though I practice, it is totally an absurd thing. It means I need to change the pattern of my practice. Are you getting me? Or people, you may hear people saying that I practice but I'm not able to. What is this? It is rubbish, my dear. It is awkward to my ears. I can't digest this statement. If you practice, you can. Alone yourself. Suppose you are traveling. My dear, I practice most of the times when I'm traveling. I'm on travel. I practice. That is the best time that I can utilize. I can focus on my practice. You know why? The best time that I can talk to myself. There is no one to disturb me. Yeah, that's it. And I find others also. I find my students, I find my colleagues or somebody, whomsoever know, he or she is in the touch of English. I just catch them, I speak to them, that's it. I want to improve. I know one thing. If I am going to speak, I am going to open my mouth, I will learn, not others benefit. One thing I have made clear to myself, if I open my mouth, I am opening it for me, not for others. I am going to learn, not others. And sometimes people learn from you inadvertently. Maybe deliberately you are not teaching them. You are not sometimes they copy you. Sometimes they or he started learning. He used to be that guy, she used to be that guy, but they look at you, they look your behavior, they see the way that you practice, and they adopt it. When they adopt it, everything they take from you, you do not even know. You don't even know that how people are taking from you. Next point I have for you, be positive. Every time if you say no, can't, not able to, these are all weird things. Sometimes be positive yourself. Say I can do. Because saying is most important. Your words have power. Words have power. That's what I teach my students. Words have power. The way you say the thing you become, If you say I can't, you can't. If you say I can, you can. Repeat these things again and again. And listen to my words again. I said, what you say, you become. So you need to speak the thing that you want to say. You speak the thing that you want to become. So you need to understand that I'm going to speak the things that I want to see in my life. Why to say the negative side and why to say the negative things? All the time that we see the negative side, we try to just find out the errors from others. It's okay, my dear, we are not going to spot any error. The reason behind in that, when you keep spotting the errors, we actually become, when we are not a good learner, it means. We need to understand that I need to be a good learner. How I can be, I need to know that I need to be positive to myself. And when I am positive, the things will work for me. There is no chance that things won't work for me. 101% they will be working for me. So, be positive, because everybody is just criticizing you. Then who else can be the supporter of yours? You need to stand by your own. Do understand this. Then third, I have the fear of making mistakes. A very common thing that I have noted down, I have experienced, especially in the learners, they have a lot of this feeling, of fear of making mistakes. What if I make mistake? What if I say something wrong? What if I say wrong structures? What if I say some wrong words? Sir, what if I use wrong grammar? So what? Mistakes are bound to happen. I need to learn that mistakes are bound to happen, and everyone, even the native speakers, they do make mistakes. And if they do make mistakes, what I'm thinking about is I'm learning a second language. And it is obvious. Don't you know that you make mistakes in your native language also? And if you are making mistakes in your second language, that's okay. Be calm to yourself. Be little bit lenient. You need to understand this. Don't be too harsh to yourself. If you make mistakes, that's okay. If you know the mistake, next time you can just spot the error and you can eradicate that error. Isn't it? Next half for you is keep learning. Whether the results are not being considered, you are not able to see the results, you are not able to see, the things are not happening according to you, things will change one day. If you are a cricket lover, you know it very well that RCB, yesterday the final match was held, that RCB, Royal Challenger Bangalore, they won this title for the very first time. 17 years Virat Kohli struggled for something and he achieved. How this was possible? Because of that strong desire and determination. He was resilient towards his goal and he achieved this. I know that this is not a single individual effort, this was a teamwork, but still I'm telling you something. He adhered to that he wanted to achieve and he achieved. I don't know from which corner of the world you are watching me, but if you are watching me from any corner and if you are serious about your learning, please do think about what I mean to say, that mistakes are bound to happen, and keep learning, keep going, keep moving ahead. There is a beautiful phrase I can recall. Now, if you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl, but keep moving forward. Maybe your first video will be bad. Your first podcast will be bad. Your first attempt will be bad. But you cannot make your 100th without making that first one. I hope you are getting what I mean to say. So all these things, they have no base if you talk about. Then repeat the words or the sentences. I call it shadow practice. When you listen to any structure, when you come across any vocabulary, any structure, any grammar rule, so make sure that you need to repeat that in order to make it yours. Make it yours. And the things will be comfortable to you, and you can make the things comfortable for others as well. All in all, I am telling you that keep repeating, even though you record your own voice, and after that listen to it and keep repeating that and just assess yourself. Try to give yourself marks. Sometimes we assess everyone in the life and we just we become judge for everyone, but we forget to become judge for ourselves. What is most important? I need to be judge of mine, not of others. Don't be judge to others. Be your own judge. Let not others